You know, they say it's not the job, it's who you working with and for. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that could not be more true. You man, people make the job. I don't know who was cooking when they made that phrase, but man, I'm telling you, they was spitting facts. That's just kind of how it is. And if you need the job, you know you need the job. You kind of just gotta suck it up and play ball. It is what it is. Yeah, y'all know what it is. This is part 2 to me basically getting fired from Walmart. There is one more part, so y'all go ahead and look out for that, because if y'all already know it is a build up. Well, y'all don't already know, because I ain't told y'all the story yet, but you know, here's part 2 to it. So yeah, y'all go ahead, lock in. It's your boy Chubs. If y'all don't know, I go ahead and tell stories up on the regular, so go ahead and be on the lookout for that. Yeah, but let's lock in and let's get into the story. Appreciate y'all showing up. So yeah, following the events of basically my little suspension of what already happened in part 1, I'm gonna go ahead and link that in the description. I go and come back as though everything is fresh, because it should be, you know. That's why I got suspended, you know. It's a nice little restart, as so I thought. So, you know, I see the time clock, I clock in, I don't think nothing of it. I go back. So if you don't remember, I basically work in Cap 2. Now, I don't know if the Cap 2 is the same. Again, it was a while since I worked at Walmart. I peeped the little comments of the last video, but it's been a while since I worked at Walmart, and I don't know if y'all Walmart work the same. But basically, in the morning, we had to go unload the truck. That's how it was every day. Sometimes we had 1 truck, sometimes we had 2 trucks. And the pieces would be anywhere from 1,500 to about 300. It'll be different boxes that we got to take out, and we got to basically put them on different pallets. You know, so I'll basically go do that. We all go to, like, it was like the far left side of the building. We all go meet up. Then, you know, my team, people I mess with, they ain't seen me in a couple days. So, you know, they speak, they say, what's up? I say, what's up, gang? How y'all feeling? You know, it's been a minute. They say, what ended up happening? I ain't really want to talk about it. You know, they business. I ain't really want to talk about it. But yeah, we halfway through the job, and Denise shows up. Nah, if you don't remember who Denise is, I want you to go ahead and pat yourself on the back, because fuck Denise. Denise is the manager. She the whole reason I'm basically making this story. You know, she the whole headache of all the, you know, she basically did too much. And she the whole reason I ended up losing the job at Walmart. I ain't tripping because it's Walmart, but I am tripping on her because I'm still mad about it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So she come back there and she go, oh, look who's working. And this was kind of like a double-edged sword type of compliment and insult, because she's looking at me while she's saying it, right? But she goes and walks up to the guy who had just started. Not to pull this card, but this is the only white dude on the whole team. Now, it was kind of mixed race. Like it was a couple black dudes. We had a couple Asians, but this is the only white dude sitting there, right? And she goes and compliments him and say, everybody needs to go ahead and follow in his lead. And he's just sitting there looking confused because he just started. I know he just started, because right before I basically got on my stuff, they was telling me we was getting a new person. He couldn't been more than like, what, 1 or 2 days in? I know this bed just started. He was looking so confused, and he said after she left, he didn't know what she was talking about. He was just sitting here looking confused. But I'm pretty sure that was just a shot towards me. So we're gonna pull that to the side. I don't really care too much about that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when she went out of her way to go do all that, she basically said in my head, like, yeah, it's still on, gang. I ain't forgot about you, fam. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. You know, I'm not really going to work again to start problems. I'm just trying to go to work to, you know, do my stuff. So I'm like, all right, I'm not really going to pay too much attention to the thing. It might be an issue a little later, and I already know why. But, you know, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge, I guess, when we get to it, you know? Okay. So basically, after we finish the truck, this is usually when we end up having our first break. She already on my head going towards my first break, because I step outside and I go chill. I'm just chilling out on my phone because it's usually a little colder outside. I don't really like sitting in the break room. There's a lot of weird people out there in the break room. They just be chilling there for some reason and kind of mess up the whole vibe. So I'd rather chill outside by myself, you know. She gonna stop me and she like, where are you going? I'm like, it's break. She like, you sure it's break? I told her, check your phone. She says, you know, I can write you up for getting smart. So I tell her, check her phone. And she pull out her phone and she said, oh, it looks like you're right. My bad. And she ends up walking away. So many things I could have said right there. I left the situation alone. You know, I'm trying to be the bigger person. Mind you, she older than me. She clearly don't got nothing going on at the crib. I don't know if her dude just wasn't doing what he needed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? But like, she breaking my back because he ain't breaking his back, you feel me? And I'm starting to get tired of the whole situation. Like, it ain't that steep. Again, this Walmart, and people coming here for their groceries. It is not that steep. Get off your boy. But she wasn't trying to do all that. So what I thought was going to happen actually ended up happening. So like I said, part 2, after we end up doing the trucks and we get off break, they assign us to different aisles to basically either zone or stock up. Usually it's stocking and zoning for the most part. And people, this is where basically people can kind of walk up to you and ask you, hey, I need help finding such and such and such. And they tell us even in the training video, like, hey, you know, I guess you're supposed to help these people or whatever. Even the managers basically say, hey, if somebody need help, like, hey, you're supposed to go ahead and help them. But obviously Denise is all on my back, so I can't do anything. But a lady didn't even need help finding like where something was in particular, like an item for like a grocery. She just wanted to know where the customer service thing was at. So I explained to her where the customer service was at. I was like, it's in the front of the building. If you walk up the front strip, you'll find it. Like you just gotta walk up the front strip. You'll literally run into it. She said, oh, can you show me anywhere? I have a hard time and I've been getting lost all day. So obviously I'm like, well, let me go help this lady. So, cause why wouldn't I do it? It's like my job, you know what I'm saying? I thought that's what you was paying me for. You know, I thought I was doing a good job. I thought I was gonna get my little, you know, I don't deserve a 5-star, but you could toss a nigga too, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I guess I wasn't getting none. Cause when I'm walking up there, Denise is side-eyeing me, right? So I go and take the lady to customer service. I go take the lady to customer service and I go back to my aisle. She comes and she said, well, I need to see you in my office. This is one of the managers that end up having a whole thing inside, like one of the, I guess, HR offices or whatever. And she brings me in, and the first thing she said, I thought the suspension will help you put you more on like the Walmart team. And I was never on the Walmart team, you know what I'm saying? I was on the Walmart paycheck because that's what I needed, gang. It's a difference. I was never on the Walmart team. Now, obviously, I didn't say that because I still needed the Walmart paycheck, you know what I'm saying? But I'm asking her, like, what is she talking about? Because I actually didn't do anything wrong, to keep it a buck. All I did was take a girl to customer service, and before that, I was actually stocking up my aisle, you feel me? But she goes, I could see you slacking off, finding reasons to take customers to places they don't really need to go. Yeah, I really didn't even know what to say after that. That's why I just took a big pause there, because that's exactly what I did to her. Because, like, what wrong with her? She tripping, right? You gotta remember, some people just at the job to, like, basically fuck with you. Like, I feel like some people just spawn in at some random part in your day, and like, you ever been playing GTA 5 and like the computer just randomly turned into you? Like, that's basically how I feel like some people is. You can't really take it too serious. It just is what it is. And I feel like she was just one of those people. I have never done anything to this lady for her to be acting this way. Clearly, like, it was so many people inside Walmart. For her to be one of the managers that have a building inside the like an office, my bad, an office inside like the actual HR building, lets me know she's not looking at the one little section. She's more than likely looking at the whole building. So I don't know why she riding me so hard. She must wanted me to come over. And if she wanted me to do that, she could have offered me dinner or something. You know what I'm saying? The way she riding me, it just, at this point, it hurt. Like, give it a break, man. It hurt. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting tired of the BS, and I'm honestly not even trying. I know I said I was gonna go to war with this lady, but after coming back on some real stuff from the suspension, I wasn't even really feeling it. I'm kind of exhausted at this point. I kind of just want to make my cheese and go to the crib. I don't know what the girl vendetta is, but you, like I said, man, people definitely make the job, because the job ain't even hard. She just something wrong with her. And that is what it is. This is where things went bad. I was stuck in my aisle. This wasn't the same day. This was a different day. I was stuck in my aisle. I was inside basically the seasonings and dressings. It's basically the aisle that had basically the ketchup and it was the condiments. That's what it is, condiments aisle. And a lady, she goes looking for basically where the girls aisle as far as like baby clothes go. And I'm like, okay, well, I can help you. I told her right up front, like, I actually don't know where that is because there's no reason for me to be over there, but I can help you find that area. And she said, okay, cool. Well, the lady ended up getting actually a little bit impatient. If you worked with just random people at any kind of retail or either restaurant store, you know how people are. I do not have to explain this. Some of these are like some of the worst bottom barrel people. Man, it's crazy, man. These people make you crash out for real, especially if you already a crash out. So, she's getting mad at me because, mind you, again, I told you her this in the beginning. I actually don't know where it's at, and she thought we was all cool. But come 5 minutes, we still looking for it. And I said, well, let me try to find somebody else. Of course, nobody is in sight. She is getting upset with me because not only can I not find the place she also can't find. Keep in mind, I can't find any one of my co-workers to ask them. So she starts yelling at me, like basically screaming. And now all of a sudden, people are starting to spine in, regular people and some of my coworkers. But before I can ask a coworker, the one coworker that I didn't want to spine in comes right out of the gates of hell. It's Denise. And she said, oh, what's going on here? The lady goes, oh, I came because I couldn't find the little girl's baby clothes aisle, and he said he could show me where it's at, which is something I didn't say. And we still haven't been there, and I feel like I'm just getting my time wasted. So, of course, Denise is there and said, oh, I can show it to you. Don't worry. And she pulls her apart, and I go back to my aisle. Of course, I get called into her office no later than probably 20 minutes after this happens. And she said, well, I guess we're going to have to do another suspension, huh? I really can't with this lady. Now, I wasn't fired yet, but for the most part, that is the story. That is the part 2 of how I got fired from here. If you like the story, please give me a like. Be on the lookout for part 3. It will be coming soon. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I'll see y'all next time with a gang.